It's really amazing for me to think that this will be the 10th edition of the LifePlanner. I mean, everybody told me that, the future was going to be calendar apps and we'd all be digitally scheduling and planning on our phones. And now I look back and it's like a decade later, I think it's safe to say this paper planner is here to stay. For me, most importantly, I just think this idea of planning on paper should be so much more than just scheduling every single day, but finding a better life balance so that you can truly celebrate each day. I'm Erin Condren, founder and chief style officer at erincondren.com. I feel like as pioneers in this planner space that we really have tried to listen to our community and make improvements and changes, and each year tried to make sure that this stylized organizer can really be the best that it can be. When I look at this coil-bound beauty, I can honestly say I am so proud that we're going to continue to make this in the USA and with a paper that's made right here in New York by Mohawk Mills.
It's so exciting to have our paper be part of these incredibly beautifully designed life planners. In a world that's populated with texts and cat videos and emails, making notes, planning your life on paper feels like it stands out as more important than it ever has. From the minute I first saw them, the cover of each life planner says something really powerful. That is, this is beautiful. It's a hint at what's inside. So that beauty really carries through the inside, and we're really thrilled that we're that canvas that work goes on the inside of the paper, and ultimately the canvas that the customer interacts with. When they make a note, they write a number, they write their name, or they put that plan together. I'm Chris Harold, Creative Director for Mohawk. We've been making paper here in our mill right on the Mohawk River since 1931. In some ways a lot has changed, and in many ways nothing has changed. We're giving the same attention to the craftsmanship that we apply every day, every shift, every run, for any of the papers we make, and in particular the paper that is being used in the life planners.
For me, it was really important to choose an environmentally responsible partner in this space. And Mohawk uses wind power, and best of all, it's FSC certified. And what that means is that this paper stock comes from well-managed forests that will be around for future generations to enjoy. The paper I chose for the 2017-2018 coil-bound life planner I think is truly the finest printing paper made today. For me, it inspires great design. It has this amazing formation and archival quality that really is timeless.
The way your finger and thumbs drag across a sheet of paper that feels like it's well made. It uses a very specific blend of materials, of raw materials. Carefully sourced fibers that make up the paper, and all the other component parts that make up that sheet, from the dyes used to get just that shade of white, to the rollers on the machine that give it that kind of natural finish that's not too smooth and not too rough, but just signals quality.
I've always had an emotional connection to paper, and for me it's so exciting to see these new generations that really grew up with the internet have that same desire for a tactile experience. It's actually hard for me to fully describe the commitment and really the passion that goes into every single coiled book that we create. I just can't wait for people to experience this for themselves and really see their lives unfold on the pages of their life planner.